Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. That's right, it snows one day a year in Pattaya. We'll look at that in a moment here, but first I'll show you some things going on around the house here on Christmas Day. That is cannabis oil. So V's on that. Now a lot of people recommended that. She finally got some, and she says it's doing well. There's a builder, a construction guy here. He's dropping off some supplies. He's going to do some beautification to the garden. He's going to build I don't know what he's going to build. We'll see what that is. But there's the supplies, 50 of those blocks, about 4 bags of cement, and then I got a great big pickup truckload of sand and gravel in the driveway. I'll tell you how much all those supplies were at the end. But if you do construction, let me know how much it would cost where you live. But first, we got to go eat Christmas lunch. All right, so it's Christmas afternoon. It's time for Christmas dinner, Christmas lunch dinner, whatever you want to call it. We come to Peaky Blinders in Pratamnak Hill. And I'm going to go in. It's a big group of us. It's a cast of characters here eating. But it's going to take me a minute to get in there and get settled, but I'll show you the place. While we do that, the title of this video is Proven True.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, you see what I mean about the cast of characters? But it does snow once a year in Pattaya. It snows every Christmas, and it only snows in one place. And today, I was there playing in the snow. So let's go look at that while we go in here and see what's for chow. So it's Christmas morning, a little after 10 o'clock, about 10:30 Christmas morning. And I've come to a place here that you probably know or at least have heard of, the Tahitian Queen, the TQ here on Beach Road. Pattaya's first and oldest go-go. Very, very historic place here. We're going to go inside in a minute, but you might be asking, why are we here on a Christmas morning? Well, I'll show you. That's why. Right there. That is a little bit of Pattaya snow. That's right, it snows one day a year here in Pattaya, and it's only at the TQ, at the Tahitian Queen. They open a little early on Christmas for kids. They have the entire inside covered with Pattaya snow, which is really, I think, styrofoam. I'm not really sure, but it feels like styrofoam to me. I don't know. It covers you. Let's go in and take a look. I'll show you what it is. It's quite a show. So it tends to cling to you, I guess, through static. Everybody's body's slightly charged with static, especially your hair. The girls got it all stuck to their hair. I had it on the hair of my legs, all stuck trying to get out. It's so lightweight. They've been doing this here for 25 years. So it gives the kids something to play in, and I know it's not snow, but it's something. And I think it's nice that they do that. And you can still buy drinks and stuff like that in there, but it's not technically open like it normally would on normal business hours. It's a whole different kind of venue on Christmas morning in the snow. I'm wondering this though. I asked the lady, how in the world do they clean all that up afterwards? Apparently they have some kind of big suction machine like a vacuum cleaner, and it just sucks it all out of there. And right now it's a meter deep of snow in there. Anyway, we'll take one last look, and then we got something else to do. So at 12:30, they close for the kids, and then at 1 o'clock, they open up regular business as usual. So if you're in town Christmas Day and you want to play in the snow a little bit, head on down to the TQ. It's quite a tradition here. You know, if you've ever been here, you might have noticed this. Over here by the DJ is what's known as Kineo Corner. Kineo means cheap, so if you're a cheap Charlie, I guess that's where you're supposed to sit. Anyway, let's get back to that condo and the Christmas lunch.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite
kind of noisy in here. The place is full. Which brings me back to the point I always make about these holiday dinners. I've been getting messages from people all week about where can I eat a holiday dinner. Maybe nowhere if you didn't book. There are some places that are open without bookings, but it's a different kind of food that they don't usually serve. They order just enough for the bookings they have. But Peaky Blinders here inside the Pattaya Heights condo, right in the lobby. Can't miss it. Parking's a little bit limited. I thought we could park in the garage, but apparently we can't. Anyway, I'll show you the food course by course. They've already put out eggnog. The eggnog was just fantastic. Oh, that was a Christmas cracker. Cool it. I think that one was a dud. There's a little toy inside or something. But they've also got some kind of strudel or something on the table. I don't know. But this place is a little bit up level from most of the other places in town with Christmas dinners, so maybe a little bit more expensive. I forgot how much it is, but I'll find out. Anyway, we will look at Christmas dinner here, and then we've got something else to do at the end of the episode that should be a lot of fun. Right, all served buffet style here at Peaky Blinders at 1,750 baht a person. Definitely not the cheapest option in town. However, that's all you can eat, and everything was a notch above. There's roast beef, there's a Christmas ham, there was shrimp cocktail, hors d'oeuvres, appetizers galore. There's my plate. I got some carrots and some cabbage, Brussels sprouts, and of course a healthy serving of Christmas ham. Don't even get me started on the desserts. Look at all this. The chocolate log, a blueberry cheesecake. Wow. By that time, though, I was too full to really sample too many of those, but I managed a small portion like I think most people did. But anyway, we had a great Christmas lunch here. I would have rather had just a plate brought to me, but it is what it is. Buffet for that many people in that type of sitting, that's what you're up against. It's only one day a year, so you make the best of it. Anyway, we got something else to do the day after Christmas on Boxing Day, so let's go do that. We've come down to Soy Buakhao, Diana Estates, to see our old friend Thailand Phil. I'm sitting here with him now, and we'll see what kind of trouble he's gotten himself into. He has bought an electric scooter. He's bought it from Central Festival. I get a lot of messages about these. His seems like maybe it's something a little bit different, a little bit special than a lot of the ones that are out there. But we're going to take it for a test drive. It might be something pretty viable. So we'll go check it out. We'll see what it's going to do, and then I'll ride it. Then I'll let you know what it really is. So before we get too far into this, are these legal to drive on the street? Well, that depends all on who you ask. It seems to be kind of a gray area, to be honest. Some of the word that I hear is under 500 watts would be okay. This one is at 500 watts, so at the limit according to that. Others say it's an unlicensed, unregistered vehicle on the street, which is prohibited. So do your homework, check in your local municipality. I think in Phuket there's a problem with these. But here in Pattaya, there are many, many people using them, and they seem to be okay. All right, so I'm on the Bulldog. It only has 2 kilometers on it. I'm probably going to put more than that on it. I'm going down Soy Buakhao. I'll make a little loop, then we'll come back and we'll get Thailand Phil, and I'll take him to get something to eat. Looks like he could use a proper meal. Anyway, I figured out how to run. The switch gear is a little bit derpy, but it's quality. It even has reverse. You got a little reverse button, and it'll send you backwards. So if you're trying to back up a hill or a bump that you can't quite make it over, the leg height, I'll tell you right now, I'm flat-footing it, but it's not. I don't feel like I'm on a exceptionally small bike. In fact, I think this sits up taller than V's PCX. So, Phil, you're shorter-legged. When you sit on it, you can flat-foot it, right?
Flat-foot it.
But I've got a lot of knee bend. I'll show you.
No knee bend.
Yeah, see, I've got a decent amount of knee bend. It's not like I feel like I'm on a kid's bike or something. The handlebars are right upright. It's a very good position. The seat feels a little bit hard, if I'm honest. But keep in mind, this is a short trip bike. So around town, it's going to be fine. It's still softer than my Honda. So a digital dash. I'll put all the specs on the screen once we get out, but I'll go for a ride. And it's got 3 speeds. I'll start in 1. It's only 500 watts. I've ridden 2000, 22, 23. I've even ridden a 3200 watt dirt bike that's electric. That was really, I would consider fast. But I think for around town and what this is going to be for with the speeds and the reverse and everything and the 500 watt motor, I think it's more than enough. So let's go for a quick little ride around. Wow, it's so quiet. It like sneaks up on people. I've got it in the first setting. I don't think I need to go out of the first second for the first gear or whatever, the first speed right here on Silly Cow. It's plenty of power. It's a little bit unstable with the small wheels. I'm kind of used to that. Like a lot of scooters, the wheels are a little bit too small and makes it a little bit kind of shaky daky. Look, like a high center of gravity on a bike with a high center of gravity. We'll go by. I gotta find a place where I can put it up into the third speed. Now, there's some water just back there on the road. I'm on Soy Pothole for two reasons. One, test the suspension, but also I'll mention the water. You can only ride through a couple inches of water. It can't be more than halfway up the wheels. So some puddles back there were okay. But it does have a suspension. These gas-charged rear shocks. It has a little bit of travel. Silly Pothole is probably the limit for it, though. But anyway, let me go up here, and then maybe on third road I can put it up on the third speed. You can shift on the fly. I threw it up to the third speed. I got it up to 38 kilometers an hour on third road. Oh, just went over a speed bump. Not bad. So the blinkers, you have like a slide switch. Slide to the right, slide to the left. There's no push to cancel like on a lot of bikes. But I really think for around town this would suit a lot of people's needs. Not for me. Plus then there's the whole charging aspect of this. Where would you charge it? But our guy, Thailand Phil, he is moving again and he has the perfect, at least he has a pretty good solve for that. So we'll see what that is if and when he moves. I think in about 10 days. But I came down here. Oh, I think the suspension bottomed on that last speed bump. So you gotta take it a little easy. All in all, about exactly what I thought it would be. This is probably one of the busier days here in Pattaya and Soy Macau. It's only, I don't know, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's already rammed with people. High season, peak of the high season between Christmas and New Year's. So what better time to go for a test ride on an electric motor scooter down Silly Cow. So I'm back. Another, I don't know, feature that everybody always thinks about on bikes is storage. And here, I'll show you, here's a random bike and you got a top box like that. So that's always an option. But this, I think, is rather creative. And look at all that whole center piece there. It says Kronos on that bag. I'll show you a better view of it. But that is all luggage, all storage space. You can put your whole week's groceries in there. And it's low slung weight. Some of these bikes with the top boxes, you're adding to your increased center of gravity, your high weight. Where here, the weight's all down low. That bottom part would be the battery, even under the luggage. So that's the heavy part of the bike. That's already as low as they can make it. And anything that you're carrying would be low. So storage, ease of use, just turn it on and go. Price, about 40,000 baht. Okay, so just under £1,000 maybe. And I think, I don't know, what's that, $1,300. I'll put the prices up with the specs. He got it at Central Festival at Power Buy, but he had to get it brought from Bangkok. So he had a couple days wait because he wanted this special edition model that comes with the bag. And maybe that's probably a nicer seat than the other ones come with. It comes with those rear shocks with the sub-tank. So anyway, we wish him luck with it. I think for putting around Soy Macau, just the first speed of this out of the 3 is all you need. And you could probably use that 2 or 3 days between charges. We'll see how he's going to charge it in a future episode. So back at home, the construction here has begun. The price for all those blocks and the cement and the sand and the gravel, everything I showed you at the beginning, 2,500 baht, that comes out to $72 for frame of reference. Let me know how much those type of materials would cost where you live. I don't think it's too offensive, that price, but I don't think it's all that cheap either. But anyway, the building commences here. We'll look at the finished product hopefully next time. V thinks it's something that will increase and better the feng shui of the house here and the garden overall. So we'll see how that all works out. Anyway, something else next time, but for this episode, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.